Big Local Gateshead is a community development programme which sees £1.1 million worth of big lottery funding being invested in the local community. One of the main aims of Big Local is to enable local residents to decide where the money goes and also to help manage those projects as we go forward. We carried out a community survey in 2015 where we asked local residents and local groups what they felt the priorities for Big Local should be going forward. Some of the things to emerge from that were that older people and younger people were seen as priorities by local people, and also people wanted to see improvements to the local environment, so that included things like improving park spaces and creating other green spaces which look nice and improve the look of the area as well. We decided that a good way of making projects happen in the community was to use participatory arts. And with this in mind, we've worked with a range of people over the last few years to try and do something different and to tap into the creativity of local people in the area.
My name's Tommy Anderson. I was the lead artist on the Parklife project. I was commissioned by Big Local Gateshead to work with 3 primary schools in the area. The idea was to create a large artwork to be situated in Charlton Walk Park. The artwork was created using photo montage, typography and illustration, and we also worked with a writer, Paul Summers, who came in to work with the young people to create a narrative for the artwork. It was really nice to see how the young people wanted to take family and friends to see the artwork and instill a bit of pride in their community. Before the project with Big Local in Charlton Walk, it was a pretty much unloved part of the area. There was a lot of fly tipping, graffiti, and it was just unfortunately not a very nice place for the local residents to live around. After the project, the transformation was amazing. It became a bright space that people wanted to use, and I'm sure it will have made life a lot nicer for the residents living in that area. It's a great start getting the artwork in there, but I think there's lots of opportunity to further develop that space and make it a place where people in the community would like to come and use the space.
My name is Tom Robinson, Youth and Community Worker at the Sound Room in Gateshead. Big Local Gateshead have funded the Sound Room to work in partnership with Glass Performing Arts Academy to run after-school performing arts sessions for primary school aged children. These sessions have been running on a Tuesday in term time after school. And Big Local Gateshead have also funded the Sound Room to deliver a music project in partnership with Changing Lives, which is a hostel for young people for 16 to 24-year-olds in teams. The After School Club provides children with an opportunity for them to come on to pick up new skills and also to build up their confidence. So what we're really offering is an opportunity for local children to access the arts where otherwise they wouldn't have been able to. We worked with those young people to bring them on in their music and work towards putting on their own event at the Sound Room. And the children were all really happy, really proud of themselves. And that was really nice to see, see them believing in what they could do and presenting that back to their friends, family and carers as well. And obviously working in partnership with Big Local Gateshead has been really great for the Sound Room, and it's the thing that's enabled us to be able to deliver these projects at all.
My name's Chris Falwell and I'm a participatory artist. Big Local have funded myself to do a wide range of participatory arts activities across the area, mostly working with care homes, and older people's luncheon club, and with a variety of schools as well. So one of the projects we worked on was with various sort of community groups in the area for people to come and take part in, where we were building junk instruments from various recycled components. And then the instruments we built with them went on to inform the construction of a larger musical junk installation as a means of getting people to come and take part and join in with activities that Big Local put on.
One of the best projects we've done with the Big Local, and we were really grateful that they arranged the project, was the intergenerational project with the care homes in the local area. That involved a group of children, 12 children going down every week. They were helping one another, working together, valuing each other for what they can bring, meeting different people, but bringing light into the lives of people who may be lonely or don't have relatives. Very, very successful for everyone who was concerned in it.
We've moved the project down here into the bungalow at St Aidan's Primary School, and it's really given us a new opportunity to get more local people coming in. We've got the craft club here, we have a savings club that come in, but more than that, it's just an accessible space for people in the local area to drop in and to chat with us.
I'm Liz Keating, I'm a local resident and I'm a member of the craft club. This craft club has been sponsored by Big Local Gateshead and it's been running for about 6 months. Our members range in ages and we come along every Wednesday afternoon and we decide what crafts we're going to do. A lot of the members knit, so more recently we've knitted teddies, which are trauma teddies that police carry around with them in their cars, and if there is a child who's upset at an accident, then there's a teddy to give them a bit of comfort and something to hug. And we've also been doing twiddle muffs. These are for the care homes that we have links with, and so our members knit them and they put different textures on the outside and the inside, which is helpful for those moments that Alzheimer's sufferers find quite traumatic. I think it's quite a rewarding activity because members keep coming week after week and they bring other people with them and they share stories of their week and they bring along people who may be socially isolated, and we have a lot of fun. It's a creative time with a lot of laughs.
My name is Lawrence O'Halloran and I'm the chairman of the Gateshead Big Local Partnership. One of the requests from the residents was that we did something around gardening, so we decided to have a community allotment.
We managed to get a local firm of architects, Faulkner Browns, to help with the design of the shed, or the pavilion as they call it, and also to involve local residents, local volunteers in helping make the site come together.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Amy and I work with Big Local. I coordinate a lot of their environmental projects. I've been working with Big Local for about a year. The main project that I've been working on has been an intergenerational, so bringing the children from local primary schools together with the residents of local care homes and engaging them in all sorts of different horticultural activities.
World record! It's the Guinness World Record!
I've seen people transformed, you know, they become more animated. The children have shown such thought and care, which has just been a joy to be part of. And then obviously there's all of the aspects around growing your own food and knowing where your food comes from.
I think gardening's fun because you can get a lot of plants for the world and plants are healthy for you. I like gardening because it's fun and you get to plant new stuff and like eat new stuff what you haven't tried.
Well, as long as they're well behaved, it's very, very nice. Yeah, I've gardened all my life. I was brought up by gardeners, so I've always gardened. That was life to me, gardening.
What's your favourite hobbies?
Curious little creatures.
Big Local are absolutely fantastic. They've paid for artists to come into the home. Suzanne, she's came in and done various gardening sessions in home with the residents, but they've all enjoyed that as well, and the Big Local, the support that we've had from them and all the different ideas that they have and involve us in is absolutely fabulous.
I think it's a group that is working towards giving not only the children but the community ownership of their own community. So in those ways it's had a positive impact on the children and their ownership of where they're from, and also giving them an opportunity to understand that they do have a voice.
We love gardening!
Well, welcome to our health and environment subgroup meeting, and let's get a bit of feedback from Suzanne about that.
Put in the diary the first week of the Easter holidays, an event at the allotment.
Big Local's got a series of themed subgroups. We've got a health and environment subgroup, which we've seen today. We have an older people's subgroup. We have a younger people's subgroup. And we also explore training and using the arts as well.
Are you ordering some extra litter picks so I can
Yeah, Marge is.
Just been looking into how much they are, where to get them from.
The purpose of all of the subgroups that we've got with Big Local is to give local people the chance to give us some ideas for projects that will improve the local area, but also a chance really for them to kind of give us ideas, look at how those projects happen, and then manage the projects as they go forward as well.
I think probably after Easter we'll need to push it so we can start doing some preparation.
The minutes of our last AGM.
We're here at the AGM for the Gateshead Big Local in teams tonight. Periodically, sometimes annually, sometimes more often, Big Locals will open up what they've been doing to the wider community, tell people what they've been doing, gather ideas from people about what they might do in the future, and mainly it's a little celebration of the successes and the hard work that people have put in over the previous year.
The bike club are going to do a Christmas cycle ride.
The bike club was started this year in round about July and August, and we start off with 4 people in the year, and so far we've got 10 people. We approached Big Local and we bought 7 bikes just for people who wanted to ride a bike and they never had a bike, so we provided them. So what we're doing next year is we're going to have 2 groups, one for those who want to start and learn how to use a bike, and the other group to do what you call advanced bike riding. So that's what we're hoping to do.
Over the past year, we've been working with Big Local to provide a stage school for primary school children from ages of 5 years old and up, where they've been coming to us for on a weekly basis, and we've been teaching them different aspects of music, dance and drama. I think it's really important that kids have the opportunity of being able to take part in performing arts, because not only is it helping them to grow in confidence and kind of in who they are as well, but when you see the kids that have come along, they've not just kind of come in and stood by themselves, but they've actually learned how to make the connections with the other children there. They've started to gain a lot more skills as well, so they're listening to each other, they're thinking how they can work together to be able to create a finished product of when we do actually give the performance at the end.
It's clear that one idea leads to another. I know what people are beginning to think about a bit now, as we're roughly halfway through the 10-year programme, is how things might become sustainable in the longer term, where they could. So starting to see the other end of the programme and look at how could these kind of things be carried on? How could the sort of roots that have been put into the community and the development of community activity can be continued longer term?
We found that using the arts and participatory arts has been a really effective way of bringing about positive social change in the community and really engaging with local people, and we feel that's something that's given us a real platform from which to build the work of Big Local in the local area. So we're really keen to develop that more and are now working to kind of scope out an idea for a bigger social investment which could really set the scene for better things to happen in the future as well.